This is my intro music. Welcome to the video. I hope you like it lots, so don't forget to subscribe and click the thumbs up button. Now let's react. Hey, hi, hello, then welcome to another episode of An Anthropologist Watches Glitter and Lasers. And today I just wanted to get out ahead of some stuff that Anna is trying to put out there right now. And mostly it's about her
Lipoedema.
She went to the, I don't know how to say it, so I found the computer to do it for me. Anyway, Anna has recently posted a video where it's a short, where she's gone to a doctor and she posted in the comments, not the comment, but the caption of the video that, like, basically the doctor told her that she can't lose weight anymore because all the weight she has to lose is lipedema. So basically, Anna is, there's no fat on Anna, you guys. It's all lipedema. I don't have it. However, we have on this channel watched Jordan Underwood's videos talking about their journey treating their lipolipedema. They have both at stage 3 or stage 4 or whatever. Anna's legs are just going off of the images that and the body comparison between Jordan's legs and Anna's legs. Jordan before Jordan got treatment. Anna doesn't look like she's as far along as Jordan was when Jordan started treatment. But Jordan, who is a avid member of fat acceptance and health at every size, like to the point that to this day, Jordan still will not admit how their obesity contributed to their lipolipedema. Anna is kind of the same way. However, Jordan started having severe mobility issues because they're obese and they have severe lipolipedema. And so they changed their diet. They started doing compression garments. They started doing massage therapy. They started doing physical therapy. And they looked into a couple different clinics to go to outside of the States. I don't think they ever managed to go to any of those. I don't believe they've gotten the surgery that's required to remove the lipedema, but the images that Jordan posts of their legs before they started receiving treatment and the images that you can see of Jordan's legs now, they are night and effing day. And Jordan has done nothing except lose weight. They changed their diet, they started exercising, and they were doing compression treatments, and that has caused their legs to go back down to, they're still an obese person, don't get me wrong, but you can clearly see an improvement, like day and night improvement. Anna, to my knowledge, has never done any of that except for maybe the exercise part, and it's arguable how dedicated Anna is to that exercise, but we know Anna never cleaned up her diet. The exercises that Anna does are not the same kind of exercises that Jordan had been recommended to do. Jordan did a lot of aqua treatment, a lot of water aerobics and that kind of stuff. Never seen Anna do any kind of compression treatment or even talk about doing any kind of compression treatment. As far as I know, Anna's never gone to any kind of specialist or therapist to help basically do like a lymphatic massage to kind of help break that crap up. We've never seen or heard Anna doing any of that stuff. But Anna likes to play her cards really close. So maybe she did and she's just never mentioned it. It's, I guess, possible. Anna doesn't like to tell her audience what she eats because we can all see that she eats like crap, but she wants us to believe that she doesn't. Anna kind of shows us her workouts and then gets pissy when people critique them. Anna recently walked a 5K, but she wants everybody to believe she's a runner. And now she's starting the storyline where she's going to start gaslighting the audience, her audience, into believing that she can no longer physically lose weight because all the weight that's left on her is the lipedema. Which is not true. It's just not true. So this will be interesting to watch develop, but leading up to this newly developing storyline, Anna's received a lot of criticism because Anna did lose weight. Anna says that she lost around 100 pounds or more, and pretty much everyone else has said she's maybe lost like 50, maybe 60 pounds, which is still a lot. That's still a lot of weight. But Anna tends to underestimate the size that she wears and overestimate the amount of weight that she's lost. In Anna's head, I think, for reals, this is my personal opinion, Anna seems to think she is a significantly smaller person than she actually is, which is both kind of funny and also kind of tragic because it causes Anna a lot of problems, especially when it comes to clothing. When she's doing her clothing hauls, she routinely buys clothes that are way too small for her and then gets upset that they don't fit. And it's so constant in her clothing hauls that it's almost like she's doing it on purpose, which she might be. She might be. Anna, unlike the other girls in Girl World, is very aware of her public image. She's very curated. She keeps a very close eye on her comment sections. She's a lot better at projecting the image that she wants people to see out into the ether. Anna's also, in her defense, Anna is also much more active. Anna travels. Anna did do a 5K. She walked a 5K. She went swimming in the Virgin Islands. What else has she done recently? She was traveling back and forth from Seattle, I think it was, doing these comedy skits with some other guy. I should probably look up who that is. Because actually, I thought most of them were pretty funny. And it can be really funny. And again, I don't have anything personally against Anna. I can see what Anna's doing. At one point in the past, we talked about Amberlyn and the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. Anyway, and I just kind of compared Amberlyn's behaviors to Robert Greene's list of basically signs of manipulation. And I would have had a much easier time. No. And I think it will be very interesting to do the exact same thing to Anna, because where Amber is a manipulator, but Amber's not like good at it unless you're like in her personal circle. Anna here is really good at bamboozling people. I guess my point is that as far as the other girls in Girl World, Anna's successful at what she does. She's just not honest about it, and I think that's what actually rubs most people the wrong way. She's not honest about it. She views any kind of question or criticism or just a comment that isn't, "Hey, Anna, you're the best thing on the whole wide planet." Anything else than that is bullying and attacking, and she doesn't know the difference between, like, a legitimate question and someone attacking her. She has these public meltdowns that she thinks is a good idea to post online. You know, these kind of things. As far as, like, Anna's weight loss, I mean, I can tell she's plateaued. Everyone can tell she plateaued. She can tell she plateaued. And I think that's what's kicking off this lipedema storyline, is because instead of just admitting that the weight loss shots, she's either stopped taking the weight loss drugs or she's overeating while on them. Whatever it is, she's not losing weight anymore. But it couldn't possibly be her lifestyle. It has to be something outside of her control. And so Anna is searching for that excuse, and she has found it in her lipedema.
Lipedema.
So I want to watch this quick video. She only does TikToks and shorts, really. She occasionally does a clothing haul. I don't really care. Anna's style is not my style, so I don't really like watching them. But I do want to watch this. As I said, this one's 10 months old. This is when Anna was defending her workouts and her weight loss. Now, this is while she was being criticized for not being open about using weight loss drugs. I think she was using Wegovy. And she still is very murky about that. And in this video, she doesn't mention anything about it. She doesn't talk about anything about her diet. And in this video, this is a 14-second video. She's basically saying that all of the weight loss that she has occurred, which she says in the caption here, I have lost 60 pounds in 5 months. I'm proud of myself, not because I'm smaller, but because I can do more things I love. So in this video, she's going to claim that she's lost 60 pounds by exercise alone, which is not possible. So, and I'm not like, oh, Anna, it's not possible for Anna to lose. It's just not possible. That's not how weight loss works. So, well, let's watch this real fast so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And I need to mute it. Unfortunately, I have to mute it because Anna always uses copyright music. I'm tired of getting copyright hits. But she says, she has a caption. It says, she's losing weight fast. I bet she had surgery. Not quite. And so now she cuts into... Or eventually, there she goes. All of these exercises that she was doing. And the one of her doing yoga was actually her doing yoga at a happiness retreat. And as far as I know, that's the only time she's ever done yoga. So I think she went to one other yoga retreat, but yoga is not part of Anna's regular workout routine by her own admission. So that was weird. But yeah, so just doing these exercises, Anna's claiming that she's lost 60 pounds in 5 months. And again, this was her way of trying to shut up haters and things about who were commenting on the fact that she was losing weight very quickly. And we couldn't figure out why because she wouldn't say why. And so people were speculating a number of things, one of which being that she secretly had gastric bypass surgery. And turns out she was actually on Wegovy or Mounjaro. Anyway, she was on one of those drugs, something Ozempic-like, but never bothered to mention it. And then when she finally did get around to admitting that she had been taking it, she was very defensive about it. And she kind of tried to shame her audience for asking. The problem here is it is not possible to lose this amount of weight simply by exercise. Diet alone will help you lose this weight. But since she wouldn't talk about her diet, she's trying to sell this as if she lost weight simply by exercising. And it's kind of a lie. But this is the kind of material that Anna has been putting out over the past, going on 2 years, I think at this point, where she's trying to recreate her image as this like fitness queen, this health guru, but it's not true. And she gets mad when people are like, but it's not possible, Anna. What are you actually doing? She gets mad, and I can't really figure out why, other than Anna's still kind of ingrained in the fat acceptance, health at every size movement. And I know every time she's open about her weight loss, she gets attacked from that group of people. And I don't know why you would care. Why would you care? But Anna, I think, still does. And so for Anna, it's very important that she show that she's getting healthy, but not actually losing weight, even though here she is talking about the amount of weight that she's lost. If she were to say, I've actively started dieting and I've actively started taking weight loss drugs, that for some reason in fat acceptance and health at every size, admitting those two things is somehow worse, or it makes you the devil, compared to saying, I've started doing, what do they like to call it? Joyous movement. So this is the groundwork. This is the baseline that I want to set for us. Is Anna not only telling half-truths, but effectively lying. Not even by omission. She literally made this video in a way that suggests that all of her weight loss in the past 5 months leading up to this video were purely from exercise alone. And you saw the exercises she was doing. Okay? So now we're going to go into the new storyline that Anna is creating. And Anna can no longer lose weight anymore because all the weight left on her body is actually lipedema. And she is so invested in this storyline that she has created a playlist to go along with her very own lump legs journey. So she's mimicking Jordan Underwood here at this point. So this video here was posted back around the 13th of April. No, so this was posted around the 13th of April, and I'm guessing that because there's a date that says 4/13. Leave me alone. So back in April, mid-April, is the first time she's posted a video, because at this point in mid-April is when she really started to get a lot of criticism from people talking about how her weight had stalled or that she was gaining weight again. And again, she wasn't being honest about her workouts. She wasn't being honest about what she ate. She wasn't being honest about if she was on medication still or not. And all of those things are important because there are people who watch Anna and they think that she really is losing weight. By exercise alone. They really do think she's just excessively exercising. And if Anna can do it, then it must work for me too. And that is a recipe for disaster for people who don't know any better. So there is at least one instance of somebody on the internet saying that they believed Anna had been losing weight by exercise alone. They were using her as a form of inspiration. And when they found out that she wasn't losing weight that way, they felt a little betrayed. I don't think anybody outside of Fat Acceptance and Hayes really cares if Anna's using weight loss drugs. I know I don't. I wouldn't care if she had gotten surgery. I don't think anyone actually cares how Anna loses the weight. What they want is Anna to be honest about it. And for whatever reason, she simply refuses to do so. So this is the first video on her lipedema playlist on TikTok. So let's go ahead and watch this. If it doesn't, we'll just go off the caption. So if for some reason in the video there's a big quiet chunk, that's because I had to edit it because of the copyright.
A lot of mean things about my body. They like to remind me how big I still am, how I haven't lost enough weight. They even say I'm lying about my journey. I have a condition.
Yeah. People say she's lying about her journey because she's basically been caught lying about her journey. They're saying you lie because you're lying. So she's even gone as far as to like edit videos that have already been posted in a way that makes it harder to catch her in a lie. She's deleted things. She'll turn comments off on videos so that you can't comment on them anymore. It's not going to stop people because now that she's shown that she dirty deletes, now there are people who are documenting things as soon as they hit the internet. So unless she's putting up a perfect video from the word go, it's not going to work. But she does catch on. She catches on a lot faster than the other girls do. So,
Condition called lipedema. If you're not familiar with this condition, it's a progressive disorder, which means it does get worse over time. And it's where abnormal fat and connective tissue build up in your legs, hips, bottom, and in my case, arms.
I'm just not believing that she has it in her arms. Not because you can't have it in your arms. It's just, it doesn't look like she does. Maybe she does. I don't know. It just doesn't look like it. So also, this is the first I've heard about that. But she definitely has it in her legs and her hips. So, you know.
This is fat that cannot be burned by the body. So once you have it, it's there for life. Because of this, I knew starting this journey that no matter how hard I worked out, how well I ate, no matter how much muscle I built or how much cardio I did, that parts of my body may not change.
Okay, for starts, I know that her and Alexandra Rodriguez want everybody to think that underneath their obese shell that they are rocking a six-pack and like bulging muscles of the bodybuilder kind, but I got news for both of them, and that's, yeah, no. So anyway, moving past that stupid statement, lipedema does not respond to diet and exercise the way normal fat cells respond to it. There are, however, non-surgical treatments that can be used, including diet and exercise, to help reduce the amount of lipedema and also to slow down the progression of it. I have had so many people in my comment sections not only talking about how they lost significant amounts of weight while having lipedema, but also how said exercise and diet helped not get rid of, but reduce the lipedema. Like, they're always going to have it, but it apparently does help with the reduction of the appearance of it. And I know from other literature that I've read on the internet that it will help prevent progression. So this is one of those moments where Anna's telling a half truth, hoping that her audience will not go and do any further research on their own. She's hoping that people are going to take her at her word because she's honest, you guys. She would never mislead her audience. And she has a huge following if her numbers are to be believed. We can talk about her numbers in a different video. But the point is that she has enough confidence in her reputation that she feels comfortable saying half-truths and believing that her audience is going to go along with it. Now, she also has a lot of people in her comment sections talking about how they have lipedema and how they have a lot of experiences like the ones she goes through. She's even had a couple people talk about how one person was saying like insulin helped with their lipedema. I didn't fully understand that one. But she's had people suggest treatments that have worked for them. They've talked about their own personal experiences with getting their lipedema reduced surgically. So she's had a lot of people share their stories and their experiences, much like I have people in my comments section sharing their experiences and stuff. And I don't see her responding to any of it, but Anna also doesn't really respond to her audience. She kind of ignores them for the most part. She might comment on the first like 5, maybe 6 comments whenever she drops a video. And then everyone else is dead to her. I just think it's funny. There's no law that says she has to respond to everything. I just think it's interesting that she like barely interacts with her audience, and yet her audience is just like, yes, queen. It's just funny to me. It's like, I love being ignored. Okay. So Anna's telling half-truths already.
Trying to explain that to people, that I went into this knowing full well that no matter how hard I worked, my body may not change.
This is the literal first time we have ever heard her talk about this. This concept of, I started working out knowing that my body will not change. This is the first time we've heard her talk about this. And not only is this probably not true, and I can prove that by pointing to the now deleted Target incident, but she routinely orders clothes that are too small for her and then gets upset when she doesn't fit into them. And she says things, when this happens, she says things like, my body is in flux and I don't know what size I wear right now, implying that she's lost so much weight that she doesn't know what size to buy. Which, I mean, that's fine. It can happen. But if you went into this weight loss journey and you didn't believe that your body was going to change, why wouldn't you continue to order the exact same size that you used to wear and then be like, oh, it's too big, as opposed to continuously ordering clothes that are too small and then excusing it with, oh, my body's changed, I don't know what size I wear. Or in the case of Target, then throwing a fit and destroying the store. Well, just the mannequin, I guess. She did just randomly throw pieces of clothing wherever the hell she felt like leaving them. She never folded them, never put them back where they belonged, and then decided to like aggressively redress one of the store mannequins because she was offended by the outfit it was wearing. I've never been that mad.
It's really hard, especially when most people have never heard of your condition. It doesn't matter how well I take care of myself. My lipidemic fat will always be there. Over time.
Okay, that's like the absolute worst takeaway from this that you could possibly have. And this kind of goes back to Amber's thing with her mom right now. Why would you even bother getting sober if people aren't going to treat you better? Because you don't want to be an addict. Same thing here. It doesn't matter if I take good care of myself or not. The lipedema is never going to leave. Yeah, but you're still technically getting healthy. Why wouldn't you want to be healthier? Also, it'll lessen the overall effects of the lipedema and make you potentially a better candidate for surgery to get the lipedema removed. Why wouldn't you want that? So even if you know that it's not going anywhere, regardless, why wouldn't you want to take better care of yourself just because?
I've realized that I may never have control over the size of certain parts of my body. But what I can control is how much I let that affect what I can experience in my life. Sure, people are going to hate my body. You can call me ugly, you can say I'm lazy and it's all my fault. But I know all of the wonderful things I can do now because I chose to put in the work.
These clips, to counter what she's saying, these clips that she keeps showing us of her walking and kind of pseudo jogging and doing those step ups and then the TRX stuff with the straps, those are all clips that she took from when she was training to run the 5K. And she put out a documentary, and I hope it's still up, but apparently she's been changing the title of that and turning comments off on those. But in her own published documentary, the people there were telling her that she needed to learn to walk because she couldn't walk properly. And in, like, I think the very first video, she's doing some kind of fitness assessment before they even start treating her. And she's told to hop on one foot. And she can't. She can't hop on one foot. She can barely lift her own legs up to take a proper step. The guy told her that she walks with her knees locked, which insinuates that she basically walks like this. She doesn't walk, she walks. So she's saying things like, you can say it's all my fault, but I know the wonderful things I can do now. But you had to go to physical therapy to get better. That had nothing to do with your lipedema. It had everything to do with you being obese and being 500 or more pounds. Like, okay, this is what I'm talking about with her half-truths.
I know all of the wonderful things I can do now.
Like here she's literally being taught how to properly take a step to activate. I think she's being taught how to activate her glutes so that she can walk correctly. What does this have to do with your lipedema? When Jordan, I keep going back to Jordan Underwood, who I really should check in on. When Jordan started losing their mobility, Jordan didn't mention getting any kind of physical therapy to relearn how to walk. Jordan just found that they couldn't bend their leg anymore. They couldn't take a step up because the lipedema was in the way. This isn't Anna's experience as far as Anna has shared, all right? So we can only go off of that, really. But it's just another one of these half-truths.
Because I chose to put in the work. I chose to push myself. I chose to be uncomfortable, and I chose to show up when nobody believed I was.
Nobody believed you were what? She says a lot of weird shit sometimes.
I've learned not to focus on whether my body is bigger or smaller because in a lot of ways I can't control that.
And that's fat acceptance and Hayes talking. That whole like, you don't have any control over how fat your body is or not. People are naturally fat. No, they're not. Yes, you do. Sorry about you.
Focus on what my body is capable of. I can proudly say that I am capable of so much more now. I think what I've realized more than anything, it's about how you feel. And right now, I'm feeling pretty freaking great. People like to say a lot of mean things about my body. They like to remind me how big I still
It looped, I'm sorry. I believe people like to say a lot of mean things about her body. I've seen it in the comment section. I see it in my comment section. So. All right, so this is the first video in her playlist. The lipedema playlist. Now, this is the most recent. Well, this is the most recent. This is the video she put out yesterday talking about how she flew all the way out to LA. Remember, she's in Houston. So she flies out to LA to go see a specialist, I suppose. And there's really not a whole lot to see here except her making like a stupid face at the camera here at the end. It says POV when you're at the doctor's appointment that will literally change your life. And I switched over to the Instagram because it's easier to see the the caption that she, or the caption that she put up with this. And she says, "Yesterday I flew out to LA to meet with specialists to discuss the removal of my lipedema. I just returned home from my appointment and mentally I am overwhelmed. On one hand, I feel more sane. I stopped losing weight a few months ago and I thought I was the problem. I knew I had lipedema, but surely I still had normal fat I could lose. Right? I must not be doing enough. The comments that have haunted me for years expand their space in my brain. You're not working hard enough. You're eating too much. You're lying to yourself. Today I have found I have spent the last few months beating myself up for no reason. According to my appointment, not doctor, appointment. It's just a weird way of saying it. My lipedema is severe, and right now the majority of the weight I have to lose is unburnable by my body. This means surgery, or rather multiple surgeries, are needed. I just went over at the beginning how there are non-surgical treatments for this that unfortunately include diet and exercise. But I wasn't prepared for this. It's been a lot to take in. I don't have any wise words today. I'm just trying to process what this means for me. Edit, I appreciate people wanting to be helpful, but I'm not interested in alternate treatment options. Anna clearly has weight to lose. That is not lipedema. Okay? If her weight has stalled, if her weight loss has stalled, it's not... The logic in this statement is just bizarre. Her weight loss stalled for the last few months. Everyone's noticed it. I'm sure people have made plenty of comments about it. The issue is, it's not like every pound of burnable fat you lost, you gained a pound of lipedema fat. That's not how that works. If you lost a pound of burnable fat, you're still going to be a pound down, regardless if you're carrying around 150 pounds of lipedema weight, Amber, or not. Like, if that 150 pounds is immutable and it cannot be changed and you cannot lose it in any normal way, you still have plenty of weight to lose. That is not the lipedema weight. So if your weight loss has stalled, it's not the lipedema. Your weight loss is stalled because you're either not, your diet's not clean enough, or you've stopped doing the exercises you claimed you were doing, which I don't think she really ever did the exercises routinely enough to really have lost weight with them. So I think honestly what actually has happened is she quit taking the weight loss drugs, and she's going to slowly start gaining back the weight that she lost while she was on the weight loss drugs, because that's how pretty much every case study that I've read has gone. You're basically on those drugs for life unless you are willing to make the lifestyle changes that are required to maintain weight loss. And a lot of people, like Anna, just start taking the shots. They don't clean up their diet. They barely start exercising. So if they come off the shots, they'll start gaining the weight back. All right, so, and this is the most recent video that she's put out about her lipedema journey. This is, again, we're back on TikTok. And this is Anna explaining to us what lipedema is and why she can't lose weight anymore.
First things first, I just want to say thank you guys. I was not expecting the response I had for the video I posted. Honestly, it was just a moment of bravery that I posted it, and just feeling so supported was really amazing.
In that moment, she was 100% channeling Amberlyn. Every time Amber goes offline and she comes back on and she's like, I got so much support from you guys. I just really appreciate it. And it is the fakest thing I've ever heard. I am not saying she did not receive support, because clearly if you go look at the comments section, there are plenty of comments supporting her. She has a very positive comment section. I don't see a lot of negative stuff in there that frequently, but I also know that she moderates her comments. So if there are negative comments, she'll delete them. That being said, the ones that are there are definitely positive comments. But it's just the way she said it it's just it's so damn fake sounding. And I just have flashbacks to Amber every time she does that shit.
But I also realized from that post that a lot of people do not know about or even understand my condition. And I wanted to take just like a little bit of time to do a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of education.
Thank you, Master. Please educate me.
So, what is lipedema? It's the abnormal buildup of adipose tissue or fat in the legs and arms, and it's special because this fat is not burnable by the body, which means diet and exercise won't have.
So this is her diet that she's showing us. This is a cream-based soup. We'll go through her recipes. This is a cream-based soup that she made with like cream and milk and cheese and some more cheese and some... It was just like, it's a ridiculous recipe. But it's low sodium. This is the closest we've ever gotten to really seeing what her diet is. She's done several little kind of cooking videos where she was trying to get that's just how I like it to happen, and she was like trying to create a catchphrase and it just wasn't working. We're gonna not talk about the salami. We're not talking about the salami cooking because those were both, I think, jokes. But she's made this like she made like 2 massive casseroles that were just like 50% cheese and the other 50% was pasta. And it's just like, that's not clean eating. I mean, yeah, you made it yourself, good for you, but there's probably like 600 calories in cheese alone on some of these things. But she wants to say like diet and exercise won't help you lose weight. Yeah, if that's your diet and you exercise like once a week for 30 minutes maybe.
Diet and exercise won't have any effect on it. That fat is extremely painful for most people with lipedema, and it feels for me like a giant bruise.
I hate the way she's talking to us right now. I know she thinks she's like talking in like a teacher voice, and she's like, everybody needs to learn this thing that I am an expert on, so now I'm going to impart my knowledge upon you. But because of the angle and just her facial expressions, it's like that one chick, catch a bubble in your mouth. I was just like, oh my God, quit talking to me like I'm a fucking idiot. And it's just how she talks to us this entire time in this video when she's in the purple outfit, which, by the way, I think looks very nice on her. She looks good in pastels. But oh my God, I don't think it's intentional. I just don't think she understood how it was coming off. And I might be just oversensitive, so that's fine too. It's like, stop talking to me like I'm 5.
It also has an unusual texture. You can see here it has like an orange peel texture, and it also has these ridges. People who have lipedema also have lots of varicose veins, and they bruise really, really easy. So when people talk about surgery for it, it's not for aesthetics. It's about quality of life.
That last part makes no sense to me because, like, it's not for aesthetics, it's for quality of life. Like, it doesn't matter if it's for aesthetics or not. If you want to have your
Lipedema.
If you want to have your lipedema surgically removed because you want to look better, then cool, go for it. I don't know why people are so hung up on that shit. And secondly, like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't. Lipedema is abnormal. You would want to remove things that are abnormal from an otherwise healthy body, if possible. You know, as long as there's no greater negative side effect to it. You know, it's a very strange statement for her to make. It's like, is there someone out there attacking her for wanting to have the lipedema removal simply for looks? Because again, if that is what she wants, what do you care? And B, it's a disorder. Why wouldn't you want to have disordered tissue removed from your otherwise healthy body? I don't understand why that's a hard concept for people, but apparently it is. So I will defend her there. If that's actually what's happening, I don't think it is. I think that weird ass statement there is because of, again, the fat acceptance and the health at every size people who come after her every time she tries to lose weight or tries to be public about her weight loss or her health journey. They come at her and they're like, oh, you hate fat people. Oh, you hate yourself. Oh, you just want to be more attractive. And it's like, no, I want to be healthy, and I don't care if you don't like the fact that I want to be more attractive. Like, it's none of your business. But fat acceptance and health at every size really does want to be up in everybody's business, especially if you're female and especially if you're trying to lose weight. Like those are like the two worst things you can do on the planet is be female and try to lose weight, because health acceptance and fat acceptance and health at every size is going to come for you, because how dare you not be fat? Sorry. So that's the only thing I can think of as to why she makes this statement about like it's not for aesthetics. I haven't seen anybody on here say that it is. And again, if it was, who cares? It's none of my P's and Q's. You want to go get a full body tattoo of Mickey Mouse, I think it's weird, but it's your body. Knock yourself out. You know, it has no effect on me whatsoever. Same thing, like, honestly, if she wants to stay 500 and whatever pounds that she is just because she doesn't want to lose weight, no skin off my nose. I don't like that she lies about it. I don't like that she lies about her weight loss. I don't like that she lies about how she's losing weight. I don't like that she lies about her diet and her exercise. And now we're starting to tell half truths about the lipedema. And I don't think she understands that there's plenty of people out there that we can compare her journey now that she's on a lipedema journey. We will be able to compare her journey to their journeys, not to mention the individuals in the comment sections who have had similar experiences. You know, like, you're not that unique of a snowflake, Anna. But these are the recipes that Anna has posted, and this is like the closest thing we can get to what Anna eats. And it's weird. Like, I don't know what the hell was going on here with this. I think it was spaghetti squash. I still don't know what was happening there. The salami ones are both really weird. These are both salami. One she's making like boats. The other one she made like salami tacos. And I was like, all right. This is a quiche that's like basically just cheese. Like that slice right there is probably close to 1,000 calories. This is that lasagna she made. And it actually is more like a lasagna style, a lasagna inspired casserole. She used bow tie pasta, which is cool. Don't get me wrong, but this is, I think, a chicken breast she made. This is that cream one we talked about a few minutes ago, where she's like, I had to change the recipe to fit my diet, and she didn't do anything except get a can of low sodium cream of chicken soup. Cool, boy, you really altered that one. Then she went on like a cottage cheese thing. She made one thing about salads, and then she made like this massive freaking parfait, and she's like, this is my snack. And that's not counting the like 1,000-calorie snack box that she put together one time. Gee, Anna, I can't imagine why you're not losing weight. You're eating 1,000 calories in snacks a day. And it also doesn't count doesn't have the video that she did where she was showing off all of her protein snacks, which were, it's just junk food made with protein powder. Cool. It's still not healthy for you. It's still junk food. It's still a cinnamon bun. It's still a Pop-Tart. It's still a candy bar. It just has protein powder. Cool. You know? Looking at all of these workout videos that she has, and the 5K training videos that she put out, she has never at any point talked about being on a journey to treat her lipedema or not expecting her body to change. Everything that she's put up leading to this point has made it very clear that she's expecting her body to change. And honestly, it has. She has lost weight. She's lost weight not only in her face and her chest and her arms, but she's lost weight off of her hips and her legs too. You know, where the lipedema is, where supposedly she can't lose weight. I'm not saying she lost lipedema. I'm saying she lost weight. And she lost mass from those areas because it's not all lipedema. Some of it's normal fat that apparently your body can still burn, is my point. So this is just a new storyline that we're getting into. I just kind of wanted to get out ahead of it before it gets too murky. Anna does like to delete and alter and block comments on her videos. So that's the other reason I kind of wanted to get out ahead of it. I know she's been deleting comments because I know that there were comments on these videos prior to this that were kind of questioning things. But again, if you question or criticize or don't blow smoke up her ass, you're attacking her and bullying her. If you point out the logical fallacies in the statements that she makes, you're apparently bullying her. And I'm saying this knowing I'm saying this because she said this in her book that she wrote that I've been covering. So I know how she takes it because she's admitted it. If you've made it this far in the video, go ahead and leave a doctor down as your emoji in the comment section. Your favorite kind of doctor, or like a nurse's cap, or a stethoscope, or something doctor related, down in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about this. Let me know if you've had the same kind of thoughts. I think she's telling half-truths. I think she's looking for an excuse for her weight loss stalling. I think she might be off the weight loss drugs, and that's why her weight loss stalled, because I don't think she ever cleaned up her diet. And her exercise, you just don't lose weight purely from exercise. It just doesn't work like that. It just doesn't. I'm sorry. Let me know what you guys think about that down below. Let me know what you guys think about her having to go all the way to LA to find a clinic. What did she say it was? Yeah, I guess to find a clinic or a doctor to talk to her about her lipedema. Whereas she's in Houston, she's in Texas, which I would assume would have somebody, but maybe not. People like to say that this is so weird and rare that nobody knows what to do with it. And I believe that coming out of the States, honestly, but it doesn't seem to be that unusual. I don't know. I don't know, man. I just don't believe the story, and I just want to get out ahead of it. I guess I've said that like 90 million times now, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. Emojis are doctor related, and I'll see everybody the next time we talk about this topic. So, bye!
This is my outro music. You can't copyright strike me because it's just me singing. This is my outro music. Thank you for watching. See you next time.